Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
51, Mike. Hey, Sunday.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go. Check. 42's the mark. Here we go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott escaping the pressure. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Take it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Cuts Ezekiel Elliott Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It went out here today.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
That's my dude.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Patch it.
On the run, this is Jackson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Good team, man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 43. Hey, 7, let's go. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey. Let's go. Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Good back.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3. Attack. Alert 3. Yellow. Watch the safety creep.
Mahomes going to throw.
I can't get out of bounds.
Tackle
Good
made
D,
at
bro.
the 13. He is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Good D.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
What's up, man? How you doing? Man, that D-line getting in on me, man. Oh, damn.
We'll see if
well, you know,
week
it's a couple
one
guys got
fatigue
quarterbacks
becomes any
to trade.
kind
I
of
think somebody's trying to
factor.
trade
We are
Deshaun
back
Watson.
underway in the second half. So they will
Yeah.
accept the penalty and
Shit, you
move
might,
forward.
if you got Bo Jackson, you might be able to get him for, like, trade McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson straight up. They actually, it's the 49. I think it's Deshaun Watson's on the. Somebody said Deshaun Watson and Randall Cunningham available. Yeah. Yeah. I think the 49ers have him, if I'm not
Mahomes
mistaken.
now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City
It's just hard to defend against these Chiefs, man, because it's like if you play the pass, Zeke gonna kill you.
Playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
Yeah,
go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of you.
Damn, who is that number? That's that Burns?
Midfield at the 49.
Man, he coming in there so damn fast all the
For
time.
his second sack of the afternoon.
He gonna hurt my quarterback. I gotta watch him.
So that complicates things
I know.
a bit
That's
here.
the thing that that's why I realized he was getting off on me.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Room to run inside the 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
I'm from Jersey, but I live out here in Cali, man.
All of them going together as
Northridge, near, not too far from LA. I'm from Camden.
From the gun on third down,
Yep.
Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This home crowd happy with that call.
Yeah, I'm from Camden, man. I graduated from Camden High.
The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
I left in 98. I'm sorry, no. Did I leave at I left in 95. But I graduated in 93.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Yeah.
From a yard away.
Yeah.
Chiefs use the short field to their advantage.
My last name is Dean, man. Dean in the Starks.
And that rushing touchdown is fourth.
My cousin is John Starks with the Knicks.
Of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to
my
record,
uncle Al, his name is Al Starks. He ran the YMCA youth basketball program out there for years.
What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
My family probably know your family.
They'll bring it
because I mean, Camden is not small, but it ain't big either.
4-yard line.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, I grew up during that era. Now it's actually pretty nice, man. Because the colleges and Cooper Hospital, Rutgers and Cooper Hospital brought up a lot of that land out there, and they turned it into made it more, a lot of white people moving in out there.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
And all that shit changed.
To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone.
Nah, man, it was wild when I was there.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Okay.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Yes, they did.
And that one almost
And you know what the crazy thing about it? I know some
for the
guys from
football
Chicago.
here.
They're like, yeah, man, Chicago rough, blah, blah,
And
blah.
it's third down.
I was like, man, y'all just a copycat of Detroit and Camden because we were the original gangsters.
I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
You're exactly right, my man.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You're exactly right on it, because Camden for like over 20 years, it was like #1 murder capital.
Across midfield. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Nah, man, you don't want to be hanging. You stay your ass in the house.
Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Tough first half for him.
Yeah, man. And the crazy thing is, people out here thinking this stuff is a joke,
just
man.
Takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yep. I mean, you got little kids catching it now.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Tried to
and before,
way out there,
when it first came out, it's not airborne. Now that shit airborne.
Going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers.
Bro, look, I had a guy try to get on the elevator with me. It's only 2. It's supposed to be 2 to an elevator. You stand 6 feet apart, right? This dude tried to get on the elevator with me. Good play. And it was 3 of us. It would have been 3 of us. I was like, nah, you can't get on. He said, man, I got to get upstairs. I said, bro, you got to take the next one. You see the sign? I said, then you don't even have a mask on, man. Where your mask at?
They're able to draw a bit closer.
Nah, it ain't the kicking meter. It's the win because I missed my kick, too.
They can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Oh, okay.
So with the missed PAT in his
they taking it serious.
He goes back out to kick this one off. So that one will be accepted.
And
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
I'm not, I'm thinking about my family. I'm not thinking about, myself. I'm thinking about I got to come home to my daughter and stuff like that, bro.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's
and then the other thing is that people ain't doing their homework on this stuff because people that smoke marijuana heavily, smoke the weed, they say that if you catch COVID, because it's pretty much like a death sentence because your lungs are already weak.
Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
Oh, they lose all their muscle, bro. They lose everything.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
I don't know how he got open like that.
At the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards.
Yeah, you gotta get a little active and keep yourself distanced from people, but you can't overdo it because that shit is hard to breathe.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
I guess a guy out here in L.A., he was on the news, man, a bodybuilder. In shape, everything, bro. That nigga looked like he lost so much damn weight. He beat it, but he lost all his muscle.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Bro, he look like a regular dude, dude.
The 22-yard line.
I'm like, dude, your muscle must have been. He's like, nah, man, COVID. I said, damn, it's like it suck you dry, man. Yeah.
The Panthers out there and ready to
he says body was eating itself,
they
man.
Have been struggling.
Yep.
I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working. So now
nope.
a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
All you can do is keep your mask on, wash your hands. You know, try to maintain. You know, I don't even get dap no more. We can touch elbows. There you go, bro. They stupid. They stupid as hell.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
They call them COVID parties, man.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
I be laughing at them.
And
the crazy thing, I be like, why can't the stupid motherfuckers actually catch this shit and die and get rid of them? Exactly.
From the shot.
Oh, real? Sorry to hear that, man.
And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day.
Yeah, but that's it gets you right there. If you catch that, you got pre-existing. Yeah, it gets you. Because my father, he got high blood pressure and diabetes. So I be like, hey, I be checking on him every day. Hey, stay your ass in the house, man.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone got four down.
Yes, it is, brother.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Yeah, but what happens? They open up things too. They open up too soon.
It's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight
end. See, it's all about the money, man. They open up so soon.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard
you already know.
On first down.
And all these business people were complaining, oh, we're going to lose our business. And this nigga just threw the ball sidearm.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They was like, yeah, you know, businesses were putting pressure on the mayor and the governor and this and that. So they caved and they opened up soon. And that shit just went off like wildfire, man.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they
stand their ass in the house.
23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yep.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something.
We get sick, we left the drive.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Yeah, you exposed because you're dealing with people's shit they throwing out.
Inside the 20 at the 19.
And that virus can live on non-living things for at least Yep.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL.
And you can't get it because you got to go to work.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, I know, brother. Yeah, it's wild, man. It make you put a lot of things in perspective. And, you know, I tell guys right now, like the stimulus checks and stuff, they sending out another one for like $2,700 this time, right? And I be telling my brothers and my family, I say, look, y'all better take this time. Even though this coronavirus stuff is out here, it's actually giving people a chance that were never in the game to get in the game if you use this money right. Plus the $600 extra you was getting for unemployment. If you actually stack that money and use it the right way, you can actually, you may not win the game, but you can get yourself on the board.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field Winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken at the 3.
Like over 6 months now, man.
Here he gets it out
nah, longer, about 6 months now. Oh, about 3-4 months, 3-4 months. Yeah, man, stack that cheddar. Yeah, you got to. I mean, I work. I'm a director of security for a hotel, so I got to work too.
And on the last go around, they really couldn't get anything.
But you know, when they had the, they tried to say you got to pay your rent. I was like, hold up. California said I ain't got to pay my rent right now, even though I'm working. My wife ain't working, so we took advantage of every fucking thing.
And hopefully flip the field.
I came up, bro. I said my goal between now and the end of this COVID stuff, I want to have about 15, close to 20,000 saved up, and I'm almost there. Government money, free, collecting interest now.
And 10 from the 25.
Yeah.
This is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks.
I've been using it to pay all my bills, get my credit straight. I said, yeah, I'm about to get my shit right.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
Bro, they tripping. Man, dude, let me tell you something, man. My credit wasn't like bad, but it wasn't good. My shit, I'm almost at 700,
Just a gain
man.
of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Nah, don't pay them off. Just pay them up to date.
Here's Hill on the return.
Because if you pay them off, you don't. Yeah, if you pay them up to date, your credit still builds and gets higher. When you pay it off, no transactions is going on. So it's almost like, okay, you're stagnant, and they kind of penalizes you without telling you.
When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
You always want to owe, but you don't want to be behind. You don't want to be, right, where you can just write a check or swipe your card and just pay for it.
And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
Yeah, man, use this. I take this stuff and use it wisely and stack your bread.
And they all looked at me and said, just don't really
and because I ain't been paying rent and stuff like that, so when I get my paycheck, I take $500-600 and just throw it in the savings account extra. And that's not even including my military disability.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Hell yeah. I said, okay, Donald Trump, I may not like your ass, but I'm going to take advantage of everything you doing.
On the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Down at the 28.
And if it was up to him, he wouldn't have did it anyway.
But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Man, but he lost. He probably already deposited on his phone. He just paid. Ain't nobody throwing that money away. Stop playing. Yeah, do that, bro.
Now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Likewise. Yeah, man, go ahead and stack that paper. I had this lady come into the hotel, and I said, hey, man, you got to put your mask on. I can't breathe. I got a medical reason and blah, blah, blah. And who are you? I was like, I'm the director of security. I only answer to one person, and that's the GM. And when he ain't here, I'm the head nigga in charge. And I told her that like that. She was like, well, I want to speak to him. I was like, well, you speaking to me right now. I said, if you don't want to put your mask on, you can get the hell out. I said, he going to tell you the same thing anyway.
Well, I'm
going to send a letter to corporate and I'm going to tell them how disrespectful you were being. I said, make sure you tell them I'm kicking your ass out right now. Go get your bags.
Again, it's Elliott. Well, 7 yards on the carry there.
It can be, man.
At 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
And when I come to him, I make sure I always say the first couple of times, I'm old school, like my father, you know, 3 strikes and you out. I come to you, respectful, customer service. Ma'am, I need you to put your mask on. Next time you come tap. But when you snap on me, or it gets to that 3rd time, oh, the gloves come off.
So it's 3 more points.
And dudes be out here like, and I know some. I used to be a law enforcement. I know some good cops, and I know some shitty ones too, right? But you know, I even see how like some of the ones I still know that are the good ones out there doing the right thing. You know, being professional, not abusing their power. I still see, you know, brothers and sisters out there giving them a hard time, and then they be wondering why, yo, you get your ass whipped. I'm not saying you gotta be, you know, timid and tit for tat, but you know, you may not like the person, but respect the badge and just keep it moving, because y'all, at the end of the day, everybody want to go home.
Next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's because
why you pulling me over? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, really? Is all that really necessary? I just asked for your driver's license and registration.
He's on base. They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work.
What's the problem?
Mike, 44. Double dog, that's the way.
So
they stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Yeah.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I'll be watching videos, and I'll be like, man, this shit should have even got to this level. The guy came over and said, I pulled you over for speeding. You asked the officer why he stopped you, and he said your tail light or speeding or whatever. And you were like, driver's license registration. I ain't got to give you my driver's license. I'm like, dude, really?
Runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They be tripping, bro.
44 is the mic. Go. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
They want to make a scene, and they want to record it like they being victimized.
Return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here.
Yeah, they take a lot of people in it are in it for the wrong reasons.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I seen this one guy. I seen this guy they got a police call, and I was at 7-Eleven, and the brother had assaulted his mother, right? Somehow the police tracked him down to the 7-Eleven in the parking lot, and I just happened to be coming out the store just about a year ago. And the police detained him, right? And they weren't showing, you know, they were young. I could tell they were like fresh out of the academy. And one black guy, one white guy, young boys. And they detained him, and it was like, sir, you're being detained, blah, blah, blah. They tried to put the cuffs and stuff on him, right? So the dude spit in the face of the brother, and I'm recording it because, you know, at the time I'm like, okay, let me see if they're going to whip his ass, right? And the guy spit on the cop. Like, I ain't going to lie, bro. If you would have spit in my face, I'm going to fuck your shit up.
Close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th
I mean,
down.
the dude, they weren't even hurting him. They were just trying to put the cuffs on him. Man, fuck you pigs. And he just spit on spit in his face like a loogie. Bro. And I'm looking at it, and the cop looked at me because he seen me recording, and he was just like, he looked at me like to say as if I wasn't recording, I was going to beat his ass.
Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
And now, if you do something where you throw some type of bodily fluids or spit at an officer, that's an automatic charge, bro. That's a criminal offense.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
They need to, bro, because I be seeing these videos, man. These people get on these buses and stuff, and they be acting a fool, and then they want to act crazy when the bus driver get up and whip their ass. I be laughing. I be rooting for the bus driver.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
Yeah. This one girl was like, I see this one video, this one girl was like, she was clapping her hands like, what you gonna do, nigga? Blah, blah, blah. And she pushed the bus driver. He came out from behind that little plexiglass and whipped her and body slammed her.
Executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Yeah.
And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Yes, they will dig in your ass.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, I'd just be like, man, y'all need to stop playing. It ain't even that serious. I'm like,
type of yardage in your running game.
I live in the Valley area.
Very, very happy.
Yeah, I'm not far from down. I'm like 20 minutes from L.A. Well, I still live in L.A. County, but, you know, the city of L.A., I'm like 20 minutes, and I work down there. The hotel I work at is down near Staples Center.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So, and right there in that area is 4 blocks from Skid Row. So, I see everything, bro.
Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Run on first down with Jackson.
Yep.
And able to break one tackle.
Bro, the whole, it is literally called Skid Row. It's called Skid Row, but the street is called Figueroa. And the whole fucking street, the whole street from the start to the finish, ain't nothing but hoes, drug dealers, and homeless people.
Hard to get them started again occasionally.
Check, Mike 42. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground.
Right.
So nice job to break the one tackle, but not much
daylight. You go down there right now, it look like a campground.
A gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left.
They out there making tents out of shopping carts. and you be like, they'll come and they aggressive too, bro. They really aggressive. They'll come up to you talking about, you got some spare change. I'm so thirsty. Can you get me something to eat, something to drink? And I'm like, no. Oh, you can't help me out? I said, if I help you out, you see them other 5 people looking at me? They gonna come ask me the same damn thing. Bruh, nah, I ain't even dealing with it, man. Yeah, I can't do it. And then this one lady, this happened last night. She was like, she asked this dude for a cigarette, right? And she goes, I'm so thirsty. Then she comes to me, I'm so thirsty. Can you buy me a taco from the taco truck or get me something to drink? I'm like, you so thirsty, but you decided to go bum a cigarette. You just made yourself more thirsty.
But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.
Hey, send me a friend request, man.
Get out of there.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. They'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
If you're unable to establish communication in a game time with your opponent, please post your screenshot the day we're scheduled to advance. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, this me, man. This Elliot, man. We were just playing the game.
Yeah, okay. I'll save your number, bro.
Yeah. Save my number. I'm gonna save your shit.
Bet.
Chop it up from time to time.
For sure, man. If you ever come back, you and Mrs. get out here to LA, hit me up.
No doubt, my dude.
I show you around downtown LA, man.
Bet.
All right, brother. Be easy, be safe too, man.
You too, bro.
All right. Yeah, man.
The doctor that Trump is quoting
Uh-huh.
said that you can get pregnant by demons.
Really?
Yes.
You ain't find this niggas at. That's crazy as hell.